Today, we're going beyond the marble, beyond the postcards, to uncover an incredible story of love, loss, and a promise that was literally set in stone. This is the eternal story of the Taj Mahal. I want you to think about this for a second. What if the greatest love letter ever created wasn't written with ink and paper, but was built with stone and gems, reaching right up into the sky? Because that's really where this all begins. It doesn't start with architects or blueprints. It starts with a promise, a final promise made between a powerful emperor and his dying queen. So let's rewind a bit. Back in 1612, the Mughal prince who would later become Shah Jahan married the absolute love of his life, Mumtaz Mahal. And for almost 20 years, she wasn't just his wife, she was his partner, his closest advisor. But then, in 1631, tragedy struck. She died, giving birth to their 14th child. On her deathbed, she asked two things of her heartbroken husband. First, to build a tomb so beautiful that it would stand as a symbol of their love forever. And second, she made him promise he would never marry again. And Shah Jahan, he promised. And with that promise, one of the most ambitious, most incredible construction projects in all of human history began. This was so much more than building a tomb. This was about building an eternal dream. Just think about the sheer scale of this. The time it took? 22 years, from 1632 all the way to 1653. That's a lifetime for some. And the people needed to build it? A massive workforce of 20,000. We're talking about a small city made up of the best artisans, craftsmen, and laborers you could find. And the cost? At the time, it was estimated at 32 million rupees. Now, trying to convert that to today's money is tricky, but we are absolutely talking about billions and billions of dollars. And this wasn't just some local project. No way. Fulfilling that promise required a global effort. The very best talent was brought in from all over the known world, from Persia, Central Asia, you name it. They were all brought together under the guidance of the chief architect, a man named Ustad Ahmed Lahori.
Okay, so the sheer size and cost are mind-boggling, right? But believe me, that's only half the story. The real magic, the real genius, is hidden in the details. It's in the secrets that are carved right into the stone itself. I mean, the whole complex is just a masterpiece of perfect symmetry. You've got the main mausoleum right in the center, that iconic dome, and the 4 minarets framing it. And get this is brilliant. Those 4 towers, they actually lean just slightly outwards. Why? So if there was ever an earthquake, they'd fall away from the tomb, protecting it. Incredible, right? Even the garden is symbolic, representing the paradise where Mumtaz would rest.
But the genius here goes way beyond just smart engineering. The Taj Mahal is an architectural marvel that's designed to play tricks on your eyes, to mess with your perception of reality.
Seriously, you have to understand, this isn't just a static building. It feels alive. That brilliant white marble, it acts like a giant canvas for the sky. It looks pink at sunrise, a dazzling white in the middle of the day, and then it glows golden under the moon. It even plays with you. When you see it from the main gate, it looks huge and close. But as you walk towards it, it actually seems to get smaller, to move away from you. It's an incredible illusion.
But, for all of its breathtaking beauty, the story of the Taj is also filled with some dark myths and, well, the pretty heartbreaking tragedy of the man who built it.
So let's tackle the most famous myth of all. You've probably heard it, that Shah Jahan was planning to build a second, identical Taj Mahal for himself, but in black marble, right across the river. It's a really cool, dramatic story. But the truth? Historians have looked, and there is zero evidence that this was ever the plan. It's just a legend.
The real story is actually way more tragic. In 1658, Shah Jahan was overthrown by his own son and locked away in the nearby Agra fort. And for the last 8 years of his life, his only view was the monument he had built for his wife. Just imagine that. When he finally died, he was buried right next to her, inside the Taj Mahal, finally reunited in this incredible testament to their love.
But that tragic ending wasn't the end of the story, not even close. The Taj Mahal went on to have a life of its own, becoming this incredible legacy, not just for India, but for the entire world.
In 1983, it was officially named a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which basically means it's recognized as a shared treasure for all of humanity. It's also celebrated as one of the new 7 wonders of the world, which really cements its place as a global icon.
Of course, protecting a treasure like this is a constant battle. Modern life throws a lot at it. Air pollution has been turning the white marble yellow, so conservationists have developed this amazing mud pack therapy to clean it. They have to constantly monitor the structure because of river erosion and manage the massive impact of millions of tourists every year.
And yet it endures. It has survived the fall of empires, it has survived colonialism, it has survived the wear and tear of centuries. And I think the reason is simple. It is so much more than just a building. It's a story, it's an emotion, it's a poem carved into every single piece of that stone. Which leaves us with one last thought. After almost 400 years, the love that built this place is still felt by the millions of people who come to see it. The sense of loss is still there in the story of its creator. And the legacy? Well, the legacy continues to inspire absolute awe. It just makes you wonder, can a building, something born from a human heart, actually become eternal?